slides shut behind us with a soft hum, leaving us enclosed in the small, confined space of the elevator. The air feels charged, almost electric, with an unspoken tension that neither of us can ignore. You stand by the control panel, your posture stiff, your eyes fixed firmly ahead as though avoiding looking at me would somehow erase my presence. But I'm here, and I'm not easy to ignore. Not now. Not ever. I lean casually against the wall, letting my bag slip from my shoulder. The soft clink of the strap hitting the floor breaks the silence, but you don't flinch. I study you for a moment, the way your jaw tightens. The subtle way your hand clenches and unclenches by your side. You're trying to keep it together. You're trying so hard to act indifferent. But I know you too well. I know exactly what's going through your mind, and that knowledge gives me power. I smile, that small, knowing smile you've seen 1,000 times before. The smile that used to weaken you in ways you'd never admit. My voice is soft, almost teasing, as I break the silence. Fancy running into you here. What are the odds? Your lips press into a thin line, and you let out a controlled breath. Yeah, it's unexpected, you reply, your tone clipped, your words carefully chosen. I can tell you're trying to keep this as brief and neutral as possible, but that's not how this is going to go. Not if I can help it. I take a step closer, the sound of my heels clicking softly against the elevator floor. The space between us is still respectful, but it's smaller now. Noticeable. I tilt my head slightly, letting my hair fall over one shoulder as I watch you. My voice drops a notch, becoming softer, more intimate. It's been a while, hasn't it? You look different, busy, maybe, tired. My eyes trace your face, lingering just long enough to make you shift uncomfortably. You glance at me just for a moment, and then look away again, your shoulders tensing. I've been fine, busy, like you said. Busy with work, or other things. I let the question hang in the air, my tone playful but loaded with implication. I know about her, the new girl. I've seen the photos, I've heard the stories, but that doesn't mean I'll make this easy for you. Not when I can see the way your defenses are cracking, little by little. You finally turn to look at me, your eyes narrowing slightly. Other things, important things. There's a warning in your tone, but it only makes me smile wider. I've always loved a challenge. I take another step closer, closing the distance even more. The elevator is small, and with every movement, the space between us becomes more intimate. I can see the way your breathing changes, just slightly, the way your chest rises and falls a little quicker. You're trying so hard to stay in control, and it's fascinating to watch. You know, I begin, my voice soft and conversational. This reminds me of that time we got stuck in the elevator at your old place. Do you remember? The lights flickered, and you told me not to worry, that you'd keep me safe. You always had a way of making me feel safe. I let my words linger, watching as the memory flashes in your eyes. You're trying not to react, but I see the way your jaw tightens. That was a long time ago, you say finally, your voice quieter now. Less certain. Was it? I take another step, so close now that I can feel the warmth radiating from you. I'm standing just to your side, leaning slightly so that my shoulder almost brushes yours. Almost. My my voice drops to a whisper. Because to me, it feels like yesterday. You exhale sharply, turning your head to look directly at me. There's a mix of emotions in your eyes. Frustration, confusion, something deeper that you're trying to bury. This isn't fair, you say, your voice low, almost pleading. I smile, leaning in just a fraction closer, my lips barely inches from your ear. What isn't fair? That I'm here. That you're feeling something you don't want to feel. My breath is warm against your skin, and I see the way your hand tightens into a fist at your side. You're trying so hard to resist, and it's both endearing and exhilarating. I'm with someone now, you say, your voice firm but quiet. We can't do this. I pull back just enough to look into your eyes, my expression softening. I'm not asking you to do anything, I say gently. I'm just reminding you of us, of what we had. I reach out, my fingers grazing the back of your hand lightly. The touch is fleeting, almost innocent, but it's enough to send a jolt through both of us. I see it in your eyes, the way they darken just slightly. The elevator jolts suddenly, stopping between floors. The lights flicker, and the hum of movement ceases. We're suspended, trapped in this tiny space together. The tension thickens, the air almost crackling with it. Great, you mutter, running a hand through your hair. Just what we needed. I laugh softly, the sound light and teasing. Looks like fate has a sense of humor, doesn't it? You don't respond, instead pressing the emergency button. The faint buzz of a call connects, and you speak to the operator, your voice calm and measured. As you explain our situation, I take the opportunity to watch you, really watch you. The way your brow furrows slightly when you're focused, the way your lips press together when you're concentrating. It's all so familiar, so achingly familiar. When the call ends, you turn back to me, your expression guarded. They'll have it fixed soon, we just have to wait. I nod, taking a step back and to lean against the wall again. But my eyes never leave you. The silence stretches between us, heavy with unspoken words. Finally, I break it. Do you miss me? The question is simple, but the weight of it hangs in the air. You look at me sharply, your eyes narrowing. That's not fair. Maybe not, I admit, my voice soft, but it's honest. Do you? You hesitate, your gaze dropping to the floor. It doesn't matter, you say finally. What matters is that I've moved on. I'm happy now. Happy, I repeat, tilting my head as I study you. You don't look happy. You look conflicted. Your head snaps up, your eyes locking onto mine. You don't know anything about my life now. I step forward again, closing the distance once more. You're right, I don't. But I know you. And I know that look. It's the same look you had when you were trying to convince yourself that you didn't need me. You take a step back, but there's nowhere to go. The elevator walls close in around us, forcing us to face each other. Your voice is quiet but firm when you speak. This isn't right. I can't do this. I won't. I stop, my expression softening again. I'm not trying to make this hard for you. I say honestly, I needed to see you, to know that you're okay, and maybe, selfishly, to remind you that we were something real, something worth remembering. The elevator jolts again, and the lights stabilize. A voice crackles through the speaker, informing us that the issue has been resolved. The hum of movement resumes, and the elevator begins to ascend once more. The moment is slipping away, and I can feel it. I take a step back, giving you space, but my eyes remain on yours. You don't have to say anything. I tell you quietly, I just wanted you to know how I feel. That's all. The elevator dings, the doors sliding open to reveal our floor. You hesitate for a moment, as if you're unsure whether to step out or stay. Finally, you turn to me, your expression unreadable. Take care of yourself, you say simply, your voice steady but soft. And then you step out, leaving me standing there, the doors closing between us. As the elevator begins its descent, I lean back against the wall, a small, bittersweet smile playing on my lips. The moment is over, but the memory of it will linger for both of us.